Welcome back to Showbiz Tonight. It's 30 minutes past the hour. I'm A.J. Hammer, broadcasting tonight and every night from New York City.
I'm Brooke Anderson, coming to you from Hollywood, and tonight, the Michael Jackson suicide shocker.
Yeah, Showbiz Tonight confirmed today that the father of the young boy who was the first to publicly accuse Michael Jackson of sexual molestation has killed himself. More than 15 years after his son turned Michael Jackson's life upside down, police say Evan Chandler put a gun to his head and committed suicide. But why did he do it? Showbiz Tonight has been digging to get to the bottom of this disturbing mystery, which made for big news breaking today. Just 5 months after Michael Jackson's death, a major figure in Jackson's first major scandal has also met a tragic end. Police in New Jersey tell Showbiz Tonight Evan Chandler, who accused Michael Jackson of molesting his 13-year-old son in 1993, was found dead in a Jersey City high-rise on November 5th. It's an apparent suicide.
The police say they found Mr. Chandler with no questions that it was a suicide. It was his own pistol, a .38 caliber, clutched in his hand, and one gunshot wound to his head.
The shocking death of 65-year-old Evan Chandler was big news today, with the New York Post declaring, "Jacko molests rap dad kills himself." Now, the big question is, why?
There was no suicide note left, according to the sources.
Showbiz Tonight has obtained a police report where police say Chandler had been extremely ill and suffering from cancer. CNN's Alan Duke tells Showbiz Tonight sources tell him that Chandler's role in the Michael Jackson scandal left him despondent and fearful right up until the day he died.
He's still apparently feared for his life, and that's why they say they think he had the .38 caliber pistol that he used to shoot himself with.
Showbiz Tonight takes you back to 1993, when Jackson was still a major music star. In the summer of that year, Chandler accused the pop star of molesting his 13-year-old son.
Evan Chandler was a Beverly Hills dentist who in 1993 said that he found out about the alleged molestation of his son, his 13-year-old son, when he was pulling his tooth, had him under anesthesia, and that his son told him at that time that Michael Jackson had molested him.
The accusation exploded onto the front pages. Authorities searched Jackson's Neverland Ranch for evidence.
Don't treat me like a criminal.
A defiant Jackson declared his innocence.
I am totally innocent of any wrongdoing, and I know these terrible allegations will all be proven false.
Jackson eventually settled with the family for a reported $20 million. But things were never the same again for Jackson or his accuser's family.
In the years after the settlement, according to Evan Chandler's brother, Ray, his brother was in fear for his life because of threats against him that they blamed on Michael Jackson fans. We understand that Evan Chandler was estranged from most of his family and that he moved to Jersey City somewhat to escape that, and he was living in a high-rise luxury apartment in Jersey City, and that's where he was found dead.
In another big Jackson development today, Janet Jackson is now breaking her silence about Michael's drug use.
Is Michael in denial?
I wish he could answer this question for you, and not me.
This morning on Good Morning America, Michael's famous sister Janet publicly acknowledged for the very first time the Jackson family tried an intervention to help Michael kick his drug problem. She spoke with ABC's Robin Roberts.
How did he react to the interventions that you all conducted?
How do I say this? Understood that it was out of love, because of caring. But when it's something like that, people can tend to be in denial.
So with Janet's new revelations and the shocking news about the suicide, clearly the aftershocks of Michael Jackson's death are far from over. Now, in the past, Ray Chandler, who's the brother of Evan Chandler, had spoken to CNN about the problems Evan had faced in the years after the molestation case. So far, Ray Chandler has not responded to CNN's calls for comment about his brother's apparent suicide.